All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to break down the whole world of dark psychology and manipulation, and we'll be using Arthur Horn's book, Manipulation, as our guide. It's time to peel back the layers on how influence really works. So, just so we're clear, everything we're about to cover comes straight from this book. And look, the goal here isn't to teach you how to manipulate people. No way. It's to arm you with the knowledge of how it all works so you can spot it a mile away. Kind of jarring to think about, isn't it? But according to the book, manipulation isn't some rare thing that only villains do. It's this constant, often invisible force that's shaping our decisions, our relationships, pretty much our entire world. So let's learn how to see it. And to do that, we've got a clear roadmap. We're going to start by seeing where manipulation hides in plain sight. Then we'll decode what the word actually means. After that, we'll look at the tools of the trade, the process behind it, and we'll wrap up with the most important part, how understanding all this becomes your ultimate defense. Okay, first things first. We have to get this idea out of our heads that this is all about spies and con artists. The book frames manipulation as something that's just woven right into the fabric of our everyday lives. I mean, think about it for a second. Advertising is literally designed to change how we behave. Office politics, that's all about influencing the boss. And yet, even in our closest relationships, from a kid throwing a tantrum to get what they want to a whole system of rewards and punishments, these dynamics are always at play. It is absolutely everywhere. All right, so if it's everywhere, what is it exactly? To really get a handle on this, we kind of have to toss out our movie-inspired ideas and get super precise with the book's definitions. This part's crucial. Now, notice what this definition doesn't say. It doesn't mention anything about being good or evil or causing harm. The book presents it as a totally objective process. You've got intent, you've got an attempt to change behavior, and you've got a goal that serves the manipulator. It's all about the mechanics, not the morality. And this right here, this is a total game changer. You know, we tend to think of persuasion as the good twin and manipulation as the evil one. But the book says that's just flat out wrong. Persuasion isn't the opposite of manipulation. It's just one of the many tools inside the manipulator's toolkit. So, a simple way to think of it is like this. Influence is the big umbrella term for anything that changes someone's behavior. Manipulation is just one specific kind of influence under that umbrella. And persuasion, that's just one method you can use to manipulate. Framing it like this makes everything click into place. So if persuasion is only one tool, what else is in this toolkit? Well, the book argues that pretty much all manipulative strategies are built from 4 fundamental components. Let's take a look. Here they are: power, persuasion, deception, and exploiting irrational behavior. A manipulator might use just one of these, or, skillfully combine them. For instance, they might use the power of their position to make a persuasive argument, while using deception to hide a few key facts, all to trigger your irrational fear of missing out. Let's dig into a couple of these. Now, the book's definition of power really flips the script on us. We usually think of power as, force or having authority over people. But here, it's defined as your ability to help other people get what they want. It's about your value to them. The more you can help them hit their goals, the more power you have. And here's the core of deception. It's not just about lying. The author compares people to machines. You put information in as an input, and you get actions out as an output. So if you can control the inputs, the information someone is getting, you can absolutely influence their outputs. Deception is really about managing that flow of information. Okay, so we've got the tools, but effective manipulation isn't just random. The book argues it's a systematic process, almost like managing a project. There's a very clear methodology here. Just look at this. It's a strategic cycle. It all starts with a crystal clear goal. Then it's about mapping out the different paths to get there, gathering intel on the people involved, and spotting opportunities. Only then does the action happen, and it's followed by this crucial feedback loop of learning and getting better. It's calculated, not chaotic at all. All right, we've seen where manipulation lives, what it is, the tools, the process. So, now for the most important question. Why should you even care about any of this? Because understanding it all isn't about becoming a manipulator. It's about building a bulletproof defense against it. The book gives 3 main benefits to learning these mechanics. You can achieve your own goals. You could help others achieve theirs. And then there's the third one, the one that's most empowering for every single one of us, self-defense. So yeah, you could use this knowledge to get ahead or to champion a cause you believe in, but the most vital, the most crucial application is simply self-defense. It's about recognizing the game that's being played so you don't have to be a pawn in it. This quote right here, it really just sums it all up, doesn't it? Knowledge is your shield. When you can see the tools being used against you, when you recognize the steps in the process, the spell is broken. You just can't be easily controlled by something that you fully understand. So, we'll leave you with this question. You have the framework now. The next time you watch an ad, or you're sitting in a meeting, or you're having a difficult conversation with someone, ask yourself this. Because seeing the strings is the very first step to deciding for yourself which way you want to move.